They say war never changes, but Battlefield sure did. After 2042's launch cratered harder than a falling transport chopper, Battlefield 6 is EA's hard reset. New name, new engine tweaks, new focus, and honestly, it actually might just work. This is Battlefield going back to war, literally. The specialist system is gone, classic classes are back, maps are tighter, guns hit harder, and destruction, oh yeah, it's back in a big way. Hello everyone, I'm Time Well Played, where your time matters more than mine, so let's not waste it. There is a lot to say, and we'll cover the good, the bad, and the potentially brilliant. But here's the early verdict, and quite frankly, there is none. It's too early in its lifespan to already give it a score, so let's just dive in and make this a first impressions video. Battlefield 6 dials combat back to what worked, and then sharpens the edges. You get 4 classic classes again: Assault, Support, Recon, and Engineer, each with their own passive perks and special abilities. But here's the twist. At launch, every class can use any weapon, and this open weapon system gives players flexibility, but it does blur the class lines. Thankfully though, EA is launching a separate playlist with locked loadouts for the purists, but whether that becomes a standard is still a question mark. As for the shooting itself, it feels dangerous. Time to kill is short, headshots are lethal, guns kick hard, every firefight feels like it could be your last. And then there's the small stuff, the good stuff. Crowd sprinting, rolling after a jump, vaulting instantly, dragging a squad mate behind cover before reviving them. These little touches stack up to make every encounter more physical, more responsive, and more Battlefield. Destruction isn't just back, it's intentional. Walls now show visual wear before they collapse. Rubble stays on the ground and becomes cover. Blow out a floor and enemies might fall straight through. Blast a bridge and block a convoy. It's not just cosmetic, it's tactical. This isn't Levolution 2.0. It's refined, it's systemic, and it's deeply satisfying. The maps are built around this chaos. Liberation Peak is perfect for tank duels in the mountains. Siege of Cairo turns narrow alleys into close quarter combat meat grinders. And Empire State drops you into Dumbo. Brooklyn, a no-vehicle infantry map where angles and elevation rule. There's even a reworked Operation Firestorm, which I'm super happy about, and it's good if you're feeling nostalgic. In short, every map plays differently, and almost every wall can be a door. The core game modes are all here. Conquest and Breakthrough still deliver large-scale warfare. Rush, Team Deathmatch, and Domination offer smaller skirmishes, and the new mode, Escalation, dynamically reshapes the battlefield as teams fight for a shifting chain of objectives. But the real wildcard is Portal. It's back, and it's massive. Using the Godot engine, you can script AI behavior, toggle rule sets, build maps, share creations, and even progress your battle pass through community-made games. There's a full server browser baked in. If it works, Portal could be the place to play Battlefield. One teaser even showed soldiers running from a flaming ring. Yeah, there's probably a battle royale coming, but for now, the focus is clearly on multiplayer and custom experiences. Weapons are built around attachment points. It's a subtle limit on how decked out your gear can be. No more Swiss Army guns. Each class unlocks special abilities mid-match. Think medics turning into a mobile ammo station, or engineers gaining a burst repair. You can mount guns on ledges to reduce recoil, ride on the sides of vehicles, and EA is finally taking cheating seriously with Javelin anti-cheat and secure boot. There is still tuning needed, especially around balance and movement speed, but the groundwork is feeling really solid. Now let's talk about some concerns I have. Open weapon systems, it's cool in theory, but they risk making classes feel interchangeable. And if the classic rule set stays locked in Portal, we may see the community split right out of the gate. The smaller maps, while tighter and more destructible, they do feel a little bit less epic than what we previously had. Buzzwords like kinesthetic combat and tactical destruction are flashy, sure, but a lot of this feels like refined battlefields, not necessarily a new battlefield. Oh, and yes, microtransactions will be in the game. I did read that the developers want to keep it more grounded because the game is set in a modern warfare time, so we'll have to wait and see what they actually bring out. I'm not totally against microtransactions and cosmetic items, but I hope we don't get to see American Dad running around on the battlefield. That being said, Battlefield 6 is clearly a course correction. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel, it's just trying to make it round again. And in many ways, it succeeds. With strong gunplay, smart movement, meaningful destruction, and a promising Portal editor, this feels like a return to Battlefield's soul. It still has hurdles to overcome, it has some balancing issues, some identity issues and community fragmentation, but the beta is open and soon we'll all get to judge it for ourselves. For now, I am cautiously optimistic. That's it for me. I'm Time Well Played, and if I saved you some time today, please consider giving some back with a like or a subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.